Good morning. Hello. My name is Tianna Christine. Welcome to our Saturday morning yoga class. We're getting ready today. I hope that you had a great week. I know the weather is getting warm. People are taking trips. It's Easter, so it's Easter weekend. Happy Easter. This is, we just had Good Friday. It's Good Saturday, right? Hope you're having a great Saturday so far. Turn up the bed just a little bit because I've been vibing this whole morning. I have been in a great mood. That's what happens when you get a lot of sleep. Sleep is everything. So I hope that you had some good sleep. We are going to have a really good session today. We're going to focus on, we started, I guess last month, getting ourselves, or this past class, getting ourselves summer ready. So we want to continue that, but we're going to focus on the lower body this time. So if you don't have one of these little pads or something, get you something soft that you can put underneath your knees. We are going to invite a little bit of lunges into our practice, and not even a little bit light to our practice. So get you something that is comfortable for your knees. If your mat is on a hard surface, let's go ahead and pad it up, put something underneath, or maybe even move your mat to somewhere where it is a little bit easier for your body, all right? So hello, Tamisha, good morning. I hope you are doing well. I really hope that you're doing well. I haven't checked on you, so I need to see how you're doing right now, all right? Let me know in the chat. All right. It's always good to just be back. I love it. We have to pick our intention word. And speaking of love, yesterday's intention word was love. And if you are new here, I pick an intention word every single day. I share it on my social media. I pick it right here on the mat. One of the first things I do when I get up in the morning is I pick an intention word. I share that intention word out with others. So not only just with my family here, but I share it with others as well. My family, text it out to them, get them going on the day. They look forward to it. I was late, I think, last week. And one of my family members, Jackie, she's in the chat, says, what's going on? Where's the word for the day? I don't know what happened. I don't think I pressed enter or something. But anyway, let's go ahead and give the cards a little shuffle, a little love. All right. So go ahead and pick one. We're going to make it good. Let's see. All right. So I don't even know what the word is. It's going to be a surprise to both of us. All right. So remember, get everything you need. Oh, that weather, man. If your allergies are bothering you, make sure, because I've been able to be okay. A little something, a little sneeze maybe when I come back in, but I've been pretty good. And my allergies used to be terrible. Nettle, I put it in my smoothies. I'm going to drop another smoothie recipe, but I put that in my smoothies and it really helps. So nettle leaf, I get the powder. Hey, all right, we got Michelle. Good morning, Michelle. We got my moderator, Twitch. Good morning. All right, are we ready for the intention word? And I feel like this is so fitting. Today's intention word is wellness. Wellness. We're all about that wellness. We're all about feeling good. And you know, one of those things that I will say, even for me, I've been putting more into my practice is making sure that I speak mantras. I speak wealth upon my body. I speak healing upon my body, right? So those are the things that you want to do. Lime Living Soda in the building. Hey. All right. We got everybody here. I love it. I love when everybody's here. All right. Let's get ourselves down on the mat. Again, make sure that you have something for your knees. Have something handy for your knees. We're getting ourselves summer ready, and summer ready doesn't just mean in our body, it's also in our mind. But those mega needs don't happen overnight, okay? It is springtime, but we got to get to the summer. So we want to make our bodies a little bit more limber, right? We maybe want to, drop it low at the party or whatever it is. We outside now. So get yourself ready. Come to a nice comfortable seat. I'm cracking myself up. All right. Come to a nice comfortable seat. Let's get ourselves ready here. Let's just take a deep inhale. Bring it up. And exhale, let it down. Maybe placing your hands on your lap. Just letting yourself relax here. Maybe you move your neck. And then go ahead and bring it to stillness. Any comfortable seat that feels good to you. We're going to start just releasing the tension in the body. Just getting ourselves ready for our practice and ready for our day. So as you come to any comfortable seat, let's just take a deep inhale in through the nose. And however it feels comfortable for you, let it out. Whatever feels comfortable. Nose, mouth, let it out. Let those shoulders come down. Taking the gaze down towards your feet or maybe closing your eyes, whatever's comfortable. Gently closing your mouth. And then allowing the breath to go in and out through the nose. With no effort, just sitting here. With a little attempt to be as still as possible. Maybe a little micro adjustments. When we think about wellness, we think about eating right, maybe. We think about exercising. But let's also think about mental wellness. Because you know that's the foundation. If our mind ain't in it, the rest ain't going to be in it. So we build that up. We're building that foundation, getting us ready for Mental Health Week, Health Month, Mental Health Awareness next month. So just taking 3 breaths, just checking in with your body and with your mind. Just really asking yourself, how am I today? And you yourself, I want you to give yourself the most honest answer you can give. Because this person that you have to be honest with, yourself, that's your best friend. And sometimes we treat our best friend, ourselves, like we're just last in the priority list. I want you to be good to you. I want you to be your best friend, all right? So taking that with you, taking that wellness intention, or maybe even your own personal intention with you as we flow throughout our practice. Taking a nice deep inhale. Exhale, take the chin down towards the chest. Give your neck a little stretch. Still keeping a little lift in the chest. Letting your collarbone expand. Maybe every couple breaths, letting your chin surrender a little bit further down. And on that next inhale, bringing your chin all the way up towards the ceiling. Maybe a gentle part of the lips on the exhale. Feeling that stretch along the front of the neck. On your next exhale, bringing it back to center. As we take right ear to right shoulder, I'm your mirror, so my left, your right. Taking it back up and over to the opposite side. Whew. And back up. Let's bring those arms up overhead. Take your gaze to match your hands. I want you to inhale. I want you to lift up, find length here. Rooting down on your sit bones. Push your hips back as you come forward. Bringing your hands down in front, wherever they land for you. Tuck your chin. We're just going to start by releasing that tension in our lower back first. So maybe you give yourself a little rock from side to side, whatever's comfortable. And then we start to walk our hands over to our right side. A little side stretch here. Maybe that stretch is a little close first, right? We got to build it up. I've been in here jamming and dancing and twerking all day. So I got a little bit more length. But you find wherever you are right here. Right here is fine, that's it. When you get comfortable is when you can start to walk it out. Get a little bit comfortable here. So depending on how your morning went, maybe you're already here with me. Gently walking back to center. Take a nice pause, one full cycle of breath here in the center, and then over to the opposite side. Now we always give one side a little bit more love, and we want to even out the body. So maybe you may notice this side maybe needs to come in a little bit. Don't worry, we're going to find length today. We're getting our body and our mind ready. On that next exhale, coming back to center. Maybe notice if you can get a little bit further. Maybe those forearms come down. Let's go ahead and tuck the chin in towards the chest. Being mindful to keep the spine nice and long. And on that next inhale, let's go ahead and walk it back. Comfortable seat right here. Oh, let's take those feet out in front of us. Go ahead and give them a little shake. Let's flex the toes back towards our body, sitting up nice and tall. Maybe even bringing those hands down by your side. Let's go ahead and point those toes down. Point them down. Flex them back. Point them down. Flex them back. Let's go ahead and take a slight bend into the knees. So slight bend into the knees where we have those heels on the ground. Toes are going to be flexed back just like this. Slight bend into the knees. Let's sweep those arms up overhead. Lift through the chest. Very nice. We're going to turn our bodies to the right. Framing our hands. Look behind us. Keep flexing those toes back towards your body. Lift it back up. Coming back to center. Cross over to the opposite side. Ooh, look behind you. Come back to center. Bring both arms back up overhead. And exhale, lower the feet, lower the hands. Go ahead and shake it out. Ooh. All right, let's come to our tabletop position. We get there however we want to get there. Let's start our cat-cows, right? Warm up your body. Stacking knees right under your hips. Wrists are going to be right underneath your shoulders. Let's first start our circles with our hips. Warming your body up. Press into your fingers. You want to press into our fingers. We're warming up our wrist here, so press into those fingers. Maybe you make your circles nice and small and slow. Maybe you make your circles nice and wide. This is your practice. Listen to your body. And wherever you are, we're going to take a little pause. Go the opposite way. All right, I tried to mix up a new playlist today, so let me know what you think. All right, we're going to have some different songs today. Shout out to Epidemic Sound for my music. One last rotation around. And wherever you are, let's go ahead and bring it to the back of our mat. We're going to pause. Bring your hips back towards your heels. Child's pose right here. Take your chin and towards your chest, forehead down on the mat. Bringing that awareness to your fingers, I want you to press into the mat, pushing your hands away, pushing your hips towards your heels. Press away. So press into those fingertips. Looking up towards your hands, I want you to gently lift your wrist off of the ground. So just pressing into those hands. So press into your fingertips. Press, press, press. Lift the wrist off of the ground. And on that exhale, go ahead and release the wrist down. Shift forward. Let's have our cat-cows right here. So readjust your hands right under your shoulders. Lower the belly. Lift through the chest. On that exhale, press into the fingers as we arch the spine. Tuck the chin into the chest. Reverse. Cat pose right here. Reverse. You go ahead and make it as slow or as fast as you like. We have two more. And when you're done, you come to a nice neutral spine. Nice neutral spine. We're going to take our right leg. We're going to extend our right leg behind us. So I'm going to extend my leg behind me, pressing the ball of the foot down, flexing your foot. So we're going to press that heel towards the ground. Bringing awareness to your hips. Want to square those hips. Bring your body back into alignment. Pressing that heel down. We're going to slowly lift the foot off of the ground. So lift your foot off the ground. We're going to cross it over the body. Bring it over to the opposite side of your mat. Maybe it's right outside of your mat. That's fine. Let's go ahead and shift the weight back. So we're getting a nice side body stretch here. Remember to bring that hip back in alignment. And I want you to look over towards your side. So look over towards that back heel. And then look the opposite way. I want you to look over towards that foot. Nice side stretch all the way on your body. Nice long side stretch. We're going to be here for 3 breaths. Looking down towards your feet. Finding length right here. You got this. And on that exhale, take it back to center. Come back to your tabletop position. Give it a rock from left to right. Come back to stillness. Same thing on the opposite side. So extend the left leg back. Again, pressing that heel in toward the ball of the foot in towards the ground. Heel comes towards the ground. Shift back. Remember your hips. You got this. And on that exhale, we're going to go ahead and lift the foot off the ground. Cross it over the body. Very nice, just like that. And just to start off, we're going to look towards that same side here. So look towards the foot. We're going to look on that same side as the foot first. And now go ahead and look away. So nice side stretch along your back. Feeling nice and long. I want you to feel it all on your left side. So looking towards the right as you feel the stretch towards the left. Taking your foot back to center. Give your knees a little rock and your hips a rock from left to right. All right. I want you to shift that weight back. Have a seat on your heels. If this is uncomfortable, go ahead and grab a yoga block. Hope you have one handy. I want you to take those hands out in front. We're going to open the hands up nice and wide. Go ahead and bring them in. Make a fist. Release those shoulders. Open the hands out. Make a fist. Open it up. Make a fist. We're sitting up nice and tall. Open it up. Make a fist. Rotate it out. So move it around. Want to give those wrists a little break and move it the opposite way. All right. Coming right back to our tabletop position. Tucking your toes. First downward facing dog of our practice. Our first one, we pedal out our feet. So bending opposite knees. Moving your hips. Shaking your head yes and no. All right, when you're ready, let's go ahead and bring those heels to stillness. Shift the weight back into the heels. Breathe. I really want you to take nice benefit of each stretch today. So we're going to be in those postures a little bit longer. That's another reason why I say go ahead and get something for your knees, because I want to make sure that you're comfortable. So as we take another 2 more breaths, feel free to place a bend into those knees for this first downward facing dog. Walking the gaze up the leg towards the belly. Taking the belly up towards the ribcage. In our first downward facing dog, as we come to our forward fold, we walk the hands towards the back of our mat. Bend your knees. Bend, belly on the thigh. Placing the hands down towards the feet. I want you to release any tension in that lower back. Let's go ahead and grab opposite elbows here. Let your shoulders surrender towards the mat. Let's go ahead and rock from left to right. Shaking head yes and no. Release your hands back into that forward fold. We're going to look at our toes. Toes are tracking forward. Make sure you have a bend into your knees. Nice and slowly, we're going to begin to rise up, press into the feet. Nice and slow, one vertebrae at a time. Curl up. When the head comes up, we bring the arms up overhead. Press into the feet, maybe a back bend. If that feels good to you, push the hips forward. And exhale, let's take it down. Let's go ahead and take a walk to the front of our mat. If your mat is sticky, that's great. Let's go ahead and walk to the front of our mat. Give yourself enough room to come down. So we're first going to start our body by warming it up with a nice sun salutation flow. All right, sun salutation, let's get it right here. Place those feet in our mountain position, hands down by your side. On that inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Now this first one we're going to take nice and slow. Taking a nice flat back just like that. Plant the hands, step back. I want you to take your tabletop position first. Again, we're taking this nice and slow. Nice and slow, just like this. Go ahead and tuck your toes. We shift back to a child's pose. And then shift the weight into your hands, downward facing dog right here. I want you to shift the weight back. Press your hands away, just like we did in the beginning. Bring that gaze from the toes up the leg towards the belly, tucking your chin. Let's go ahead and take our forward fold any way you'd like. Again, you can take it to the front or the back of your mat. Forward fold. On that inhale, come all the way up. All right, are we ready to warm it up just a little bit more? We're going to go a half speed more. All right, half the speed faster, forward fold. Flat back right here. Let's plant our hands. We step back and we flow it out, however you'd like to do. So tabletop is fine. Plank is also fine. If you'd like to flow it out right here. We all meet in downward facing dog. Wherever we are, let's take 3 breaths together. Pressing the hands away. Walk the gaze up towards the belly. Belly button comes up towards the ribs. Forward fold right here. Inhale, come all the way up. Arms overhead, extended mountain. Let's get right back into it. Forward fold right here. Remember to keep a slight bend into the knees. Flat back. Plant the hands. We step back. We flow it out. However you'd like to flow it out. You can always push back to your downward facing dog. Whatever feels good to you. And breathe. 2 more breaths. Forward fold right here. Inhale, bring it all the way up. All right, 2 more just like that. Yes, 2 more, forward fold. Flat back right here. Plant your hands, step it out, we flow it out, we meet in downward facing dog, wherever it's comfortable for you. Let's breathe. Let's take 3 breaths. Remember to press away with your hands. Maybe the heels don't come down. Maybe place a bend into those knees. Whatever feels good to you. The breath is the most important thing. Let's go ahead and come to our forward fold. Inhale, let's bring those arms up overhead, extended mountain. Last one, let's make it count. All right, our body should be nice and warmed up right here. Flat back right here. And step back, flow it out. We meet in our downward facing dog. Remember, however you'd like to get there. Maybe you're like, you know what? Chaturanga is not today. It's all right, push back to downward facing dog. You got this. One more full breath. All right, we're going to sweep that right leg up overhead. So let's go ahead and sweep the right leg up. Bend the knee, open up through the hip. Go ahead and let this hip open up right here. Straighten the leg. We're going to bend it, arch the spine, bring it through, frame the hand. We're in a runner's lunge right here. Drop your back knee. Dropping your back knee, untuck the back toe. Let's go ahead and hang out right here. So I want you to frame the hands, or maybe place your hands on blocks so that the ground will come up towards your hands. Whatever feels good to you, all right? I'm going to show you what that looks like with the blocks so you can see both sides, all right? Now I want you to frame your hips up. Just go ahead and settle your hips. Maybe you want to bring your feet a little wide so you have a nice stability right here. We're going to go ahead and shift the hips forward. So press the hips forward as we lunge forward, bringing knee over ankle. So knee comes over ankle. Let's go ahead and shift the hips back. So shift those hips all the way back. Maybe that front toe comes up, flexes back. So the front toes flex back. Bring it forward, press into your hips. Bring it forward. Shift the weight back. Ooh, this is a nice juicy stretch on those hips. And take it forward. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Maybe you lift up a little bit more on this one. We're opening up those hips. That hip flexor is getting all the work. Shift it back one more time. And maybe we lift up through the chest. So maybe our hands are on blocks as we shift the blocks back. Maybe our hands are down as we lift through the chest. Keep that foot flexed back. Shift it forward. See if you can lift your chest just a little bit more. Ooh, 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 that feels good to me. I don't know about you. Remembering those hips. So remember that front hip tips back just a little bit, bringing it back in line. Let's go ahead and plant the hands down. I'm going to move my block. Go ahead and bring that foot back. Go ahead and give the knees a little rock from left to right. We're going to go ahead and tuck our toes, come right back to our downward facing dog. All right, we're going to do that same little hip opener on the opposite side. So let's lift the opposite leg up overhead. Bring it up. Bend the knee, open up through the hips. Breathe as you open, finding length in those hips. We're going to straighten the leg, bend it, arch the spine, bring the foot through to frame your hands. We're here in our runner's lunge. Just seeing how that feels. And then we bring the back knee down. Untuck your back toe. Going to bring that knee forward, knee right over ankle, so bring it forward. Take it back, shift the hips back, have split right here, bring the toes back. Flex those toes back towards your body. You got it, just like that. Now you can go ahead and stay low for this first one as you get a little bit more comfortable. Remember those hips. We tend to lean over to the side. We want to keep it a little square here. You can always bring that foot out towards the side for balance. Shift it forward. There you go. Really feel that hip moving. Again, you can have your blocks. You can always have your block to keep you nice and steady. I'll bring it here so you can see both sides. Shift it back. Now here's where you start to lift off the body. So lift off of your thigh right here. Maybe the body's still touching. It's all right. It's all right. Wherever you are, flex the toe back. Feel that stretch along your hamstrings. Push forward. Lift through the hip. Lift through the chest. Stretch the hip. You got it. Just like that. Keep going. One more as we lift back. Remember to keep that lift through the chest. Let's see if we can start lifting through the chest. You can always have that block to help you get that lift a little bit higher. Remember your hips. On that exhale, lift forward, hinge forward again. See if you can invite a little bit more lift in the chest. That feels really, really good. I don't know about you. All right, let's go ahead and move our block, plant our hands down, step our foot back, give our knees and our hips a little rock. Let's tuck our toes, push back to our downward facing dog. Now, if you have your little pad down on your knees, that's great. That helps your knees. You can go ahead and keep it handy if you didn't grab it, because we're going to do a little bit more work on those knees. All right, let's go ahead and lift the right leg back up. Lift the right leg. Let's go ahead and bring it through. Framing the hands, come down onto that back knee. Same thing we just did on the opposite side. We're building up to the sequence. So again, if you'd like to grab that pad, and I'll show you here, you can place it right underneath the knee. That's going to take a little bit of that pressure off of your knee, all right? Especially if you're on a hard surface. So I'll show you how that looks. And this time, as we bring our hips forward, we're going to bring our arms up. So maybe one arm comes up. It's all right. One arm right here. And then maybe when we get comfortable, both arms come up. Whatever feels comfortable to you. We're going to sweep those arms back as we lift through the chest. We're going to make a big circle sweeping the arms back. Lift it back up. Sweep the arms back. And lift it back up. Oh, it's okay if you wobble. You got this. Sweep it forward. Again, sweep the arms back. Lift through the chest. Come forward. Take the hands down. Bring the body. You can go ahead and move your pad off towards the side where you can have it handy. Let's take that front foot back. Push back, downward facing dog. Take 2 breaths just like that. On the other side, we're going to lift that opposite leg. Bring it through, frame the hands. Come down into your lunge. All right, let's go ahead and lift through the chest. You're going to bring yourself forward. Again, you can take that pad underneath your opposite knee, whatever's comfortable. As we lift the arms up, you can start with one arm, both arms, whatever's comfortable to you. Circle the arms back, lift through the chest. Bring it up. Now notice that back foot is untucked. It's also our anchor that's keeping us grounded. Circle the arms back. Lift through the chest. Bring the arms back up. We got 2 more just like that. Circle the arms. And take it back up. Circle. And take it up. Very nice. I'm going to go ahead and bring those hands down. Go ahead and step the front foot back. You can move your pad off towards the side. Tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Go ahead and pedal your feet out here. Maybe you notice your body, your feet is a little bit more limber. Shift the weight back into the heels. Maybe you notice the heels come down a little bit more. We're going to go ahead and sweep the right leg back up overhead. Bring it through, framing the hands. Come down onto that back knee. Again, you can go ahead and grab your pad, take it under your knees. This time we'll sweep both arms up. Lift up through the chest. I want you to bring those hips forward as much as possible, just like that. So I'm gonna come right here so you can see. Bringing those hips forward. There we go. So we're gonna take that inside hand. So the inside hand to our knees, take it down, swing over towards the side. Nice side stretch here. Now if you have a block, you can always take the hand down towards the block, sweep it up. Now, look at your knee. Your knee shouldn't be down to the side. It should stay out. You want to keep that back foot grounded as well. Lift over towards the side. Remember to keep that knee right over ankle. Feel that stretch along the hip and the quad of the back leg. And come back up to center. Bring both arms forward. Both arms up overhead. See if you can give it a little lift through the chest. Gazing up towards the ceiling. Press forward. Remember to keep that knee over ankle. And take it down. Whew. All right, let's step that front foot back. Come back to your downward facing dog. So I'm going to hang out right here so you can see what's going on. That's the good thing about the circle mat, I tell you. Let's take 3 more breaths. Let's go ahead and lift that opposite leg up. Let's go ahead and bring it through as we frame the hands. Take the knee down. Untuck the back toe. Let's go ahead and sweep the arms up overhead. Lift forward. Remember that knee. That knee is tracking over ankle. Remember the hips. We're not leaning off to the side. We're bringing it in. There we go. You'll start to feel it. Then you're like, ooh, I think I'm doing it right. You got this. All right, let's take the inside arm down. Let's go ahead and sweep it up. So the hinging over towards the side. Now remember that hip is always going to want to hang over. Nope, we want to keep it nice and tight. Hinge over towards the side. Keep that knee tracking over ankle. Lift through the chest. Take it back up to center. You got this. Take the hands down. Let's go ahead and bring the front foot back. Come back to our downward facing dog. Pedal your feet. All right, let's come to our forward fold. So whatever's comfortable to you, front or back of the mat. We're going to come over to the side and come all the way up, extended mountain. Exhale, bring those hands down. All right, how did you do? Let's roll out those wrists. We put a lot of pressure on the wrists, right? We want to make on the fingers, not the wrists, but just in case, we want to roll out those wrists. All right? We're down on our hands for a little bit, so let's roll out the wrists. All right, inhale, bring those arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. We go right back into it. Go ahead and take a flat back just like that. Plant the hands down. Let's step back. We flow it out. We come right back to our downward facing dog. You got it. Let's take 3 breaths. And maybe even noticing this downward facing dog. Maybe it's a little bit easier. Listen to your body. We're going to sweep that right leg up. Bring it through, frame the hands. If you have your knee pad, go ahead and move it off to the side. If you need it, feel free to bring it close. You have that option to stay up on the back knee. So if you'd like to come down on the back knee, feel free. But this time I'm going to cue staying up on the back knee. So you can start off with one hand. So taking that right hand, and I'll come over towards the side. Taking that right hand on towards the knee. Sweep the left arm up. And then once you get comfortable, sweep both arms up just like that. Lean forward. Bringing that knee right over ankle. That front hip, maybe it's coming off to the side. I'm gonna go ahead and bring it back. Go ahead and lean forward. You got this. Lift through the chest. Exactly what we did on the ground. Take that inside hand down. Sweep it over towards the side. You got this. Who else is sweating? Just me? Maybe it's just me. Remember to keep that knee over the ankle. Sometimes it wants to go in and want to keep it over. Take it back up to center. We're going to open up. We're going to twist behind so that outside hand is going to sweep back. That inside hand sweeps forward. Go ahead and invite a little twist. If you like to look forward like you're shaking a hand, that's fine. If you like to invite a little bit of balance, go ahead and look behind you. Run the ball of that back foot. You got this. Sweep the back hand back up. Both arms come back up overhead. High lunge right here. Woo! On that exhale, let's go ahead and bring those hands down. Frame the body. Step the front foot back. Downward facing dog. I think we need to pedal those feet out right here. Oh, that feels good. Maybe give the head a shake. All right, bringing those heels to stillness. Are we ready for the other side? I think I heard you say yes. I think it was a yes. Let's bring that leg up overhead. Sweep it through, framing the hands. Give yourself the space. Make sure that you're nice and even and grounded. And then once you get even here, let's go ahead and take one hand up on our thigh. And then go ahead and sweep that opposite arm up. Once you get nice and even here, you can bring both arms up overhead, right? Wherever you are. So if you'd like to get more comfortable, readjust your body wherever you are, feel free to do so. You got this. Bend into that front knee. Remember, you're squaring off your hips. I'm talking so that it will kill time while you're in this pose, right? It's okay if you wobble. Get comfortable. Lift. We'll take that inside hand down as we sweep the opposite arm over. Remember to keep that knee over ankle. Keep breathing. Lift through the chest. Take it back up. All right, take that outside hand, sweep it back. We're going to take that inside hand, sweep it forward. Again, you can keep the gaze forward just like this. Or maybe you'd like to look behind you for a little extra balance. You got this. Let's go ahead and take 2 breaths right here. Remembering that knee tracks over ankle. And on that next breath, let's go ahead and float the back arm up. Front arm, both arms come back to that high lunge. Whew, it's the slow practice for me. Whew. All right, let's go ahead and take the hands down. Step it back. Pedal the feet, downward facing dog. Let's go ahead and come down onto our knees. Child's pose right here. So take your child's pose. Well-deserved child's pose. Maybe even taking those arms down towards your feet. Just resting yourself right here. Remember to breathe. Taking hands back out in front. We're going to walk the hands towards our body. Coming up onto our heels. Really opening up your quads, your legs, your hips right here. Move from left to right. All right. Sometimes when we need those mega knees to kick in, a lot of times it's the hip flexors, right? It's those hips. So rock from left to right. Even if you have a block underneath you, you can rock from left to right. All right, let's go ahead and remove the block. If you have one underneath of you, take both knees to one side. Have a seat down onto your bottom. Let's go ahead and bring those feet out in front. So keep the knees bent, feet flat on the mat. As we go ahead and just lift through the chest. Holding on to our shins. Let's go ahead and release the legs down. Go ahead and give it a shake. Whew. All right. I want you to hug in your right leg. So I'm going to come back here. So then you'll see that the right is your right. So my left, your right. Let's go ahead and hug it in. Let's maybe make little circles. So if that's comfortable, maybe making little circles. And then we're going to hold the foot as we cross that leg over. Sitting up nice and tall, crossing that leg over. All right. Really opening up that hip flexor. Let's go ahead and sweep those arms, bring them up overhead. We're pressing in towards our sit bones. I want you to press your hips back as you slowly hinge forward. You don't have to reach your toes, just slowly hinge forward. Lift through the chest, bring the hands down wherever they are. Even if that's on the feet and in the knee, that's fine. Keep that lift through the chest, flex that toe back. Wherever you are, even if you'd like to come forward, you can. Keep breathing. We're going to take outside hand, sweep it back behind us, little twist right here. So we're twisting in the direction of that foot. Take both hands back in front. Walk the hands back up, untwist, bring that knee in, straighten it out, give it a shake. Whew. Same thing on the other side. I think I heard a yes. All right. Hug that knee in. Go ahead and rotate it around. We want to open up that hip socket, open up the hip flexor. Maybe the knee is just right here. That's okay. Whatever's comfortable to you. Rotate it around. Sometimes one knee is always better. I feel like I can move this one a lot better than I can move that one. It's our bodies. It's not symmetric at all. All right, hold on to that foot. Go ahead and let it come over. The knee, this is our little figure 4 pose right here. Once you get nice and grounded, we're going to sweep the arms up. Flex the front toe out in front. Flex it back towards your body. As we hinge forward, lead with the chest. Push the hips back. Bring the hands down wherever they are. Just lead with the chest. We're pushing the hips back, creating room within the hips. Keep breathing. Maybe you get a little bit further wherever you are. Maybe you need to walk it back a little bit, wherever you're comfortable. Listen to your body. And when you're ready, let's take the outside hand, sweep it back. Look behind you. Little twist right here. Notice this block is up. I'm going to bring it down. Take it back to center. Maybe walk it out a little bit more. Wherever you are. And let's go ahead and bring the hands back up. Hug the knee into our chest. Give it another little rock. Release it down. Go ahead and shake it out. All right, let's go ahead and move the toes. Wiggle our toes. All right. If you're not towards the front of your mat, like I am not, go ahead and bring those feet down towards the front of the mat. We're going to root down our feet. We're going to move this block just a little bit. Bring our hands forward. Lift through the chest. We're sitting up nice and tall here, just like this. And I want you to begin to arch through the spine. So round out the spine as you come all the way back. Maybe you can come all the way down without your hands touching the ground. I'm going to come out a little bit further. So we're going to root those heels down. We're going to bring our hands back. Bring it back, bring it back, bring it back. Lower all the way down, nice and slow. Bring those arms up overhead. You got this. I'm going to move this one last time. Hug the knees into the chest. Lower back on the mat. Give it a rock from left to right. Oh, that feels good on the lower back. At least for mine. We're going to extend those hands back out overhead. Extend the feet back out. Hug the knees back into the chest. Extend the hands and feet both out. Hug the knees back into the chest. Again, extend those hands and feet out. Hug the knees into the chest. One last one, make it count. Extend it out. Hug the knees into the chest. Give it a rock from left to right. Just like that. Oh. Let's go ahead and take those knees over to one side. So take the knees over to one side, let them stack. Take those hands out to a T or maybe goalpost arms depending on the size and space you have around you. Let's look away from our knees. So with our knees stacked over top of each other, finding length within your hip and your ribs. So we don't want to crunch everything in. We want to find that length. Let your shoulder melt away. Maybe it touches the mat, maybe it doesn't. With every breath, just surrendering a little bit more. Keep breathing. Take one more full deep breath in and deep breath out through the nose. On that inhale, keep the knees together. Zip them up nice and tight. Bring it back to center. Come back onto your back. Pause right here. Take it over to the opposite side. Both knees together. Take it over to the opposite side. Again, look away from your knees. Release your shoulders towards the mat. Maybe it touches, maybe it doesn't. Give yourself that grace right here. Just let everything surrender. Let everything come down. Remembering to find that length between ribs and hips. With every exhale out, I want you to think expansion. I want you to think length. I want you to think about bringing that oxygen into those little parts of the body that maybe feel like it's holding on tight like a fist. And just gently release it out. Let's take one more cycle of breath. Keeping those knees together, let's bring it back to center. Keep them together as much as possible. Press the lower back into the mat. Let's go ahead and bring the feet up overhead as we flex those toes towards the body. Again, pressing into your lower back. This is really, really great if there's any lower back pain, muscle tension. Let's go ahead and point those toes up overhead. Point it up, point it up, point it up. Flex it back. Nice and slow. As you flex back, think of the calf working. Think of the lower back pressing into the mat. Point it up. You got this. Think of pressing and pointing, 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 keeping those thighs together. We want to keep those quads engaged. And flex the toes. Flex, flex, flex. Go ahead and wiggle and rotate out. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. All right. I want you to look at your toes. Now, we normally do this when our toes are down, especially for chair yoga, but I want you to keep pressing into your lower back. Look up towards your toes, and we're going to bring our big toe to point up. So big toe is going to point up. It may be a little bit hard. I understand. And then bring it back. And then see if you can bring those little toes to curl in. Little toes to curl in. Sometimes your fingers start doing the work too. It's all right. And release. Point the big toe up. Little toes are further back. And release and curl the little toes down. There we go. Now we do this same thing when we're seated in our chair pose, in our chair practice. Release one more time for that big toe. One time for the big toe. Let's get it. And now go ahead and wiggle both feet out. Let's go ahead and hug those knees in towards our chest. Give it a nice little rock. Whew, that was some work. Let's lower down one leg, keeping one knee in towards our chest. Wherever you are, crossing that knee over the body. Cross the knee all the way over. Taking that back hand out towards the T. Look back towards that back hand. Remember to release that hip, finding length. Open up your shoulder, even if it doesn't connect to the ground, that's all right. This is your practice. It's going to look like your body. Don't fight it. Let gravity take over. Take it back to center. Hug that knee back and towards your chest. As we swap out the legs right here, lower down the opposite leg, hugging the other. Crossing that knee over the body. Again, taking that back hand out to a T. It's all right if that knee doesn't touch. It's all right. You see, I still have space. It's not about getting the knee down. It's about feeling that stretch along your side body, your hip. Look away. Start to invite that stretch all the way up towards the shoulder and the chest. Keep breathing. Take it right back to center. Bring that knee back to center. Come back onto your back. Hugging that knee in towards the chest. And then gently letting that foot come all the way down. Let's go ahead and shake those feet out. Maybe we take those arms up overhead. Just really readjusting our body on the mat wherever we are. And then getting ourselves ready to get into our final position. So maybe you need to readjust one last time. Maybe getting your body ready. I would suggest Happy Baby. Happy Baby is one of those poses that really just open up the rest of the hip. So that's taking those knees together, taking the soles of the feet, bringing the hands towards the feet, or maybe the shins, wherever they can reach, and just opening up. This is not only stretches in the hamstring, but also in the quads, pressing those knees down towards the mat. Keep breathing. As you get more comfortable in this pose, the body is going to want to open up. The feet are going to want to open up, all right? So you do whatever feels good to you, all right? Maybe you extend one leg. Maybe you extend the other leg. Ooh, that feels good. If those hamstrings are tight, don't stretch it out too far. And take it back in. And then let's come to our final pose. Give it a little shake. Whatever feels good. Oh, Happy Baby feels good to me. One last stretch. And then let's bring it down. So maybe palms come up by your side. Maybe one hand over heart and one hand over belly. Whatever feels good to you. I want you to reconnect. Again, this is all about wellness. This is tapping into you. I want you to come back to that thought that you had in the beginning of the practice, right? How are you today? I hope just by spending a little bit of time with yourself and your body, that maybe you feel 1% better. Maybe it's more, but maybe just 1%. I want you to take a nice deep inhale in through the nose. And exhale, release it out, open mouth. Let your body melt. You deserve it. As we release tension from the body, we close our mouth, breathing in through the nose, out through the nose. Releasing it from our toes. Letting our ankles surrender. Softening our knees. letting our hips get relaxed, connecting with our lower back into the mat as much as possible, uncurling fingers, melting shoulders, unclenching your jaw, relaxing your tongue, releasing the tension in your eyes, maybe softening your eyes or gently closing them. Melt your head into the mat. Taking one more breath in, and on that exhale, intentionally just surrender your whole body as you melt away just a little bit more. Just let your body get soft. Remember that wellness is not just in the physical, it starts in the mental. So remember to take these opportunities to just have a little personal time with yourself, your body, remembering to be your own best friend. Let's take another 3 breaths right here, just in silence, sealing your own personal intention. And as you slowly begin to bring that awareness and focus back into the room, areas and sounds surrounding you, invite movement, wiggling fingers and toes. Let your breath deepen as you gently hug one knee at a time in towards your chest. Gently rolling over to one side, cradle your head. And using that top hand to gently push yourself up to a nice, comfortable position. Let's bring those hands to heart center, our thumbs into our chest. I want you to thank yourself for one, showing up for you today. Thanking your body as well for showing up and supporting you in the practice. I thank you for allowing me to be a part of your day. Take this energy with you off the mat and share it with others because energy is infectious. I wish you a great, great day. Can't wait to practice with you again. Namaste. Oh, I think that one was good. My hips are like, yes. All right. I hope you enjoyed it. Oh my gosh. I see we have, thank you. You know what, B family? I tell you, you are amazing. I thank you so much. We turning the bed up a little bit. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. I see the super chat. Oh, I'm just overjoyed. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I appreciate you so much. All right, let's see. Okay, I'm going back to the beginning. All right, we got Pamela. Hey, Pamela. Hello. So good to see you back. Tamisha said, hey, drop it low at the party. My knees can't take it, girl. We got to get the mega knees, all right? We're gonna start inviting a little bit more lunges and things like that into the practice, a little more squats. So keep out for it. It's coming. It's coming. All right. Said I'm doing well, taking it easy, slowly. I'm back into my workouts. Thanks for asking, guys. Okay, take it slow. Brandon said, good morning. Hello, Brandon. Good morning. I thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you so much, my family. It definitely helps me keep these YouTube lights on, right? It's definitely free to use, but my music epidemic sound, I do have to pay for every single month. I can't have the music I want. I wish I could. I have to make sure it's copyright free. So thank you. Namaste. Tamisha said namaste. That was good. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Twitch says that was a great practice. Thank you. Ron Lemon Soda said from down dog, I have trouble lifting my legs. but I have to work on that. If you're having trouble lifting your legs, go ahead and take your knees down. It's all right to take those knees down, and then you can just bring it up like this. So take those knees down, bring it forward till you get the strength. It's all right. Take it as a practice. It's a practice, not a perfect. You build up to it. Twitch said, hey, Pammy. All right, I get you. Oh, we got Michelle saying hello again. All right, thank you. First time here. Found you on Freedom on the Mat. Oh, yes, thank you. Yay, hello, Michelle. Thank you for coming over. Yes, I did episode 15-minute midday wellness and meditation on Freedom on the Mat. I did make a post about it, so if you haven't seen it, go ahead and watch it. It's a great midday practice just to kind of get your body relaxed. So, hello, Michelle. So glad that you found me. Feel free to like and subscribe. And I challenge everybody, share this with at least one person. One person today. We are here every Saturday. First Saturdays, again, is chair yoga. I want you to take this energy, because I'm feeling good. Share it with others. Share it with others. Yes, the playlist was good. Okay, I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm glad you enjoyed the playlist. Jasmine said that was amazing. Try her 30-day challenge. Yes, please, 30-day challenge. Every day is a different mantra. Please try that one out. Jackie said, love you, cuz. Thank you, thank you. Twitch, my moderator, and my bestie said, happy Easter, everyone. Happy Easter. I'm going to go ahead and get my day started. I hope that you enjoyed the practice. Give it a thumbs up. I see them already coming in. I thank you all, and I will see you next week. Same time, same place. All right, until next time.